coffee or something.
Yes.
So they go to the McDonald's.
Hello everyone, this is Joy Kim. Today I'm going to have an English interview with one of my subscribers. Before I begin, I'm sorry for my voice. My voice got a little bit hoarse. Every year around this time, I have a hay fever. So my voice is not that great, so I'm sorry for that. Anyway, I will call her through Kakao voice call.
Hello?
Hello, Irene, this is Joy.
Hello, Joy.
First of all, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
I'm a little bit worried because I watched your uploaded video that you talked with the other two girls.
Yes.
And it was so fun. I'm so worried that what if I make it very boring?
No. I think it will be really interesting.
Thank you.
Irene, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Okay, sorry. So my daughter is very curious what mom is doing right now.
Of course.
She would like to interrupt here. Yeah, in my late 30s. I will turn 40 next year, maybe. And I live in New Zealand with my husband and one daughter. I moved in New Zealand about 3 years ago. Before I came to New Zealand, I just took a rest for 3 months after I delivered a baby. I thought it is a very good opportunity to take a rest and for my daughter to learn English. So I came to New Zealand and my daughter English is very increased a lot, but my English is not. I already searched the YouTube how to learn English.
Yeah.
That's why I could find your YouTube.
Very good.
Yeah.
What kind of visa did you have at the time?
Actually, I got the student visa. If I studied the postgraduate course, I can get the student visa, and my partner can get the job search visa.
Yes.
And my daughter can get the student visa also.
So you just paid for your tuition and then you didn't have to pay any money for your daughter's education here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because maybe your daughter actually was under your husband's visa. Your husband's visa is under your visa. So that's why she got a free, free education here. You know what? In my case, when I studied at UC at the time, I paid my own tuition and I had to pay for my boys as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was ridiculously expensive. I think it's kind of a loophole in immigration policy. Because I'm a single, I paid more, and I tried to make a kind of petition to immigration. I went to lawyer's office and somewhere, but it was not that easy, so I gave up.
Wow, it's quite surprised because I thought New Zealand is very kind of generous to the single mom. I think it's kind of unfair.
Very unfair. How much was it? How much your tuition?
Over $22,000. Yes.
Yeah, my tuition was $36,000 because it was a master's degree.
Out of my friend studied together with me, she came to New Zealand with her 3 boys.
Oh, yeah.
Her husband just got the visa, but he didn't come here.
Her children went to school for free.
Yes, that's right.
What if I had, fake husband, in Korea?
It could be possible, I think.
You have already finished the study, yeah?
Yes, about 2 years ago.
So are you working now?
Last year. Actually, I got the job as a part-time 3 or 4 months ago at the cafe.
So are you a barista?
No, I am just making the food.
So you're not making coffee?
Not yet, because I just work 3.5 hours.
Okay.
You know, we have to pick up our kids.
Yeah, that's right. At 3 o'clock, yeah?
Yes, I like coffee. I'm a kind of a coffee person.
Yeah.
So I think it could be a good chance to learn how to make my own coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so here in New Zealand, all cafes close around 4 o'clock, right?
Yeah, here, our cafe is closed 3 p.m.
Really? So what time do they open then?
6 a.m.
That's right. To Korean people, maybe this is kind of shocking. Don't you think so?
I think so. We cannot go any cafe after 4 p.m. Quite ridiculous for us.
I remember the first day I arrived in New Zealand, 9 in the evening. I, put every, my luggage in the Airbnb, and then I went out to find any cafe, and then every, shop was closed, and no lights are there, and then no people there.
I just remember that when I got the first house, the house is in front of the Countdown and McDonald's. It's quite a busy area. So in the McDonald's, there are a lot of people crowded after 8 p.m. And most of the people are Korean, I think. I think they already have a dinner in other place.
Yeah.
And they would like to have another tea or coffee or something.
Yes.
So they go to the McDonald's.
Because maybe McDonald's opens 24/7, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
So that is the only place we can go after around, 5 o'clock.
That's right.
So funny. All right. So how do you find living in New Zealand? Do you enjoy it?
Yes, I'm enjoying. I like living here.
So what is the best thing to live in New Zealand to you?
The bad thing is, I think nature. Of course, I think there is no one to disagree on this.
Yeah, that's right.
A beautiful place nearby, and especially in summer. Our family go to the camping in a tent.
So do you do kind of wild camping?
Campsite. Usually we use campsite, the holiday parks.
Actually, I have visited Auckland just for once. And I've never been to North Island apart from Auckland. So can you introduce me any very nice place to visit in North Island?
Out of I think the Bay of Island is quite good. The most northern side, out of in the northern island, weather is much hot.
Yeah.
It's kind of the place for traveling. People wear the short sleeve and short pants. For me, I go out with a heavy jacket. I feel like I am a little bit, how should I say, I'm kind of outsider because the others are wearing very light.
I know what you mean, because even here today it's quite cold, so I got the heat pump on now, and I'm wearing the very thick jersey at the moment. But if I go outside, usually the people will wear the shorts. When the sun is out, they always wear shorts.
What is their skin? Their skin is very thick.
I think so. Since we are talking about the weather, I remember the first year here. It was around March, and I thought around March is still very late summer. So I did not expect the weather that cold, but it was really, really cold, especially during the night. And the New Zealand house, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. New Zealand have 4 seasons in one day.
That's
have you
right.
ever heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. So I didn't know what to do, so I cried a lot. I didn't have any heater or gas stove or whatever. And then all of a sudden I met this cold weather. It was really harsh for me. I was talking to one of my friends in Korea who used to be living in New Zealand, crying and talking. He told me that, get the heater.
We cannot sleep without 전기장판.
No. Even during the summer, I need that. Without it, Korean people cannot live here.
Yes, that's right. Even when I go to the camping, I take this 전기장판 to the holiday park.
I didn't. So, do you have a plan to settle down here in New Zealand?
I'm not sure. Who knows the future?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my original plan was just to go back to Korea after 2 or 3 years, but and I don't know.
But when we think about our children, New Zealand is better choice.
I think so, but for me, I think I have to go Korea.
For your career?
For my career and for my self-esteem.
Oh my God. You are saying self-esteem. Yeah, our self-esteem is going down, yeah?
Going down and down.
So you are studying English as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to start.
I'm really glad to hear that. Here, we Korean people cannot speak English very well. It's not our fault, actually. We are victims of the education system.
Yeah, that's right.
We actually invest a lot of time and money in English learning back in Korea.
Exactly. I'm very lazy, but I got a lot of power and kind of motivated from your YouTube. Your YouTube is very good.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so do you have any question to me?
You introduced some books.
Yes.
I also tried to read the English book, but I couldn't find the proper book for me. So I'd like to ask you how you pick up the book.
Okay. You have a point there. I mean, it's really hard for us to choose a book. We don't know the English writers and which book is good for us. So it took me a long time to settle this way. I think I have to say that it's really hard to buy books in the bookshop because they are so expensive.
Oh, that's right.
And there was another shock for me. The book was, ridiculously expensive. I go to the library and there, around the receptionist desk, there are some, books displayed. And I think those books are sometimes interesting and sometimes new release. So I just, flick some pages and then I choose one. And then if the book is really interesting, I found another book of that writer.
So the first pick is very important.
I think so.
Wasn't it?
And I tried to get some help from the librarian. They always recommend us some ESL books. But to me, those books are not that interesting. But I think if you ask them more, they will recommend you really good books. Have you seen the movie called 안녕하세요?
No.
The movie was made based on the book. And the author of the book is John Green.
I'll try from this one.
It's going to be really difficult to read novels in the beginning. But I strongly recommend you to read novels because these days I'm reading a novel a week, and that kind of things gives me some speaking structure in my brain. So in the beginning it can be quite hard, but you just read it.
Okay, I see. I will try it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I remember the John Green.
Jojo Moye, the writer of Me Before You. Her other books are always good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it was so nice to talk to you. You did it really good. So maybe your video will come out in 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot see that. I need a lot of courage to say that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a lovely day today.
Yeah, you too. How's the weather day?
Very fine. Very beautiful sunny day.
Oh, really?
I will go out to take a walk after this.
Good.
Have a good day.
Yeah,
Thank you, Irene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
어떠셨나요? 제 영상을 보고 다시 이렇게 영어 공부를 해보겠다고 마음을 다잡는 분들이 되게 많아진 것 같아서 제가 개인적으로 너무너무나 기분이 좋습니다. 더 재밌고 즐겁게 영어 공부를 할 수 있었으면 하는 마음에서 이거 시작했고요. 영어로 자꾸 해봐야지 되는 거니까 지금까지는 잘 되고 있는 것 같아서 매우 기분이 좋습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사드리고요. 오늘도 행복하세요. 다음에 뵐게요.